Welcome to Spiritually Imperfect, the show where the metaphysical meets the practical. This is your space to explore the mysteries of the universe, embrace spiritual growth, and connect with the energies all around us. No one spiritual journey is perfect, but that's the beauty of it. Hosts Mike and Jen bring their unique blend of perspective, humor, and heartfelt nature to every episode. Whether encouraging, facilitating readings, or diving into exploring mediumship, energy healing, or searching for clarity, Spiritually Imperfect is a place to where discussions of the collective experiences that we all share comes to the surface. Now, here are your hosts of Spiritually Imperfect, Michael Christopher and Jennifer Lee.
Good evening, Michael.
Good evening.
I feel like it's been a minute.
It's been a couple weeks.
Has been a couple of weeks.
We've had some adventures.
Yes, we have.
The holidays are over.
Yes. And how did the holidays and the transition into the new year treat you?
I didn't know what day it was at any given moment.
Same.
It's kind of a blur.
Right? It's kind of rough, isn't it?
I mean, I worked, so I had to work through the holiday, but that's okay. I'm used to it. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty relaxing and just a lot of just hanging out and hibernating because it is winter in the Dakotas.
Yes.
But yeah, so hello everybody out there. We have a surprise. We will mention that here. We'll get into that here in just a second. Just going to say hello to everybody. Kate Wizzy, we're sorry to hear about the passing of your grandmother. We were watching the show with Kelly and Jennifer, and I saw that comment. So I just want to say I'm sorry, sending prayers to you and your family. So I guess we can go right into the surprise. So we heard that you all wanted a part 2 to Jennifer and Kelly's show. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring Jennifer and Kelly up here in a moment, and we're going to continue the part 2 tonight, if you guys are okay with that. I mean, Kelly and Jennifer, they can be a little rambunctious. So, Jennifer and I are usually really serious on our show, keep things very level-headed.
Very stoic, very mellow.
Very serious. We're playing games.
Right. But before we bring them on, I just wanted to say hi to some of the people that are watching. Good evening, Jennifer McCormick. There is Christy. Evelyn, I saw your comment. Happy New Year to you as well. Elizabeth is joining us. Looks like Cassandra. Erica, I see Jess and Sherry. So if I've missed any of you, I'm sure I have because the comments just kind of go. But just know we are seeing you come in. There is Monique.
Monique from Canada, eh? Hello,
yes.
Monique. I've known Monique for...
I see all of you coming in. Happy New Year, because we haven't been here for a couple of weeks. So I do want to say that. Maria's joining us from England.
Yeah. Hello, Carrie Wilson, Stringfield. She's a huge fan of the New York Yankees. I'm going to post her mailing address so you can send her all the Yankee paraphernalia because I know she would appreciate it. She's a huge, huge Yankee fan. And she's going to probably punch me if I...
Yeah, I was going to say something about that's off.
It is.
Tawny, I see Tawny there. Thank you. I hope you are well also. Yeah, so Carrie sending you laughing faces.
Yeah. I was going to say something, and of course the whatever it was is now just evaporated into where. Who is there anybody in here that's from this area that I'm in? Minot, North Dakota. I did post about it. People have been asking me for a long time, when am I going to get an office? When am I going to start doing readings in person? So yes, that is going to happen.
Good for you.
And Jennifer is also opening a new office soon. I hope that wasn't a cat in a bag because I just let that out.
Well, it kind of was, but that's okay. because it is opening on Monday, so it's not a big deal. Actually, I'm going to officially announce it on Tuesday.
Oh, so don't tell anybody, everybody.
Well, and show some pictures. It's coming along beautifully. And I'm actually very, very excited for that. So, yeah, good things are coming. Hello, Manny.
So, here we are. I am in a fog tonight for some reason.
Part two. We were talking
about. That's a good thing. We're going to have Kelly and the other Jennifer. It's going to be confusing. We're going to have Jennifer and Jennifer. But we're going to have a lively conversation, I'm sure. I'm sure maybe we'll pull a card or two. If you guys have questions along the way, we want to interact with everybody. So without ado, Kelly and Jennifer back there, you guys want to come on out and join us? And there they are.
Hey. Where's Kelly? Oh, she's coming.
What if I don't want to come?
There's Kelly.
Was she in the bathroom?
I'm not done. No, I'm not in the bathroom. Hello. Hello. I wanted to make sure your face was seen. Why does StreamYard do that?
I'll just sit over here.
No, the other. Wait, go the other direction. There you go.
You have to go that way, Michael. I have to go this way.
How's this?
Hi, Michael and Jennifer. Nice to see you guys.
That works. Sorry about that, Michael.
So yeah, I only caught the tail end of your show. So that's why I asked when we jumped on before the live, what were you guys chatting about? And it turns out you were chatting about self-care. And it's interesting. Maybe this, I'm going to try to make a segue. I'm going to hopefully nail it. So here we go. So you're talking about self-care. Jennifer and I were kind of talking over the week, I think, in a roundabout way about self-worth and valuing ourselves. So I don't know who saw any of my thought-provoking posts over the last couple days. I brought up a topic that doesn't get talked about a lot. And it's a topic about charging for our work in the metaphysical realm. And it was kind of twofold. I didn't put this in the comments, but I kind of had an ulterior motive. So I'll just come clean with that. So I asked, if people were comfortable about talking about how they come to not only charge for their services, what goes into that? What drives you, or what? I'm going to try not to stutter here. How do you arrive at the prices you charge? And I am so glad I did, because there's so many mediums that we kind of talk about it amongst each other. And even then, it's very I don't feel comfortable talking about it. But I feel it is something to be talked about, because a lot of us in the metaphysical field, we feel isolated, especially around that. Ask Jennifer. Jennifer is like my therapist, along with a couple other of my friends, because I'm constantly like, am I charging too much? Am I not charging enough? And now I'm by myself.
Now
what is happening?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix your spot.
I have no idea.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. But the post actually invoked some pretty thoughtful comments. And I guess it's a byproduct of that is there's people that aren't mediums. They get to see why we do what we do. And there was, if you want to go back and read some of the comments on my post, feel free. But it's a very difficult decision to not only begin charging for your work. I'm sure we all went through that in the beginning, and I'll just keep it brief. But a lot of the things that go into it is, how much time have you put into your training and personal development? That's worth something. It's just like a plumber. You can pay that $15 an hour plumber to come in and do some work, and he'll probably be back in 2 weeks because of the not so good job, right? It's the same thing with any profession. As you go on in the years and you build, not only experience, but just you find your niche, right? You find your groove. To me, it's worth something. You know, I don't know what else to say because I could keep rambling on, but does that make sense?
Well, yeah, all the time, all the money we put into our training too. I mean, we've taken hours and hours of workshops and development circles and so many things. And then we've gone to a lot of demonstrations to see how other mediums work. Like all of it adds up. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on training and development too. And, where you live matters, I think too. And most people start off, lower and then they just gradually, incrementally, and some of that's like everybody gets a raise in the rest of the world too, or they get a cost of living increase, or they should too. And so like we have the ability to do that for ourselves as well. And at the same time, our we grow and we get better and that what we're doing too. So it is a personal choice, but everyone's going to have a judgment about it. They're going to think you're too high. They're going to think you're too low. They're going to think this or think that. And you just got to do your best and know, like you said, know your worth.
Right.
So I think that's important.
And the thing is too, if you're renting an office, that's something you got to pay out of
Yeah,
your
you have to pay for that space. Yeah.
your internet.
Mhm.
It's just like any other business.
Oh, yeah. People have no idea what we have to pay for the Zoom license, the graphics programs, the StreamYard.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different things that we have to subscribe to and pay for in order to run a spiritual business. That's a lot.
It's a lot. And one more thing, and then I'll kind of step back. But, the other thing we definitely have to consider is, for a medium doing a session, it's not like it is on TV. It's not all glamour and all that. We're sitting with people that are at the lowest point in their life. They're going through unbelievable grief. And that takes a toll. It does. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it that people are not aware of, and thank goodness we do. We have this group of people that we work with that we can talk to each other. It's therapy because we go through so many ups and downs mentally, physically, emotionally with this work. So again, I'm bringing this up just to give people an idea. It's not just about how much money can I make. That's not what this is about. But it is being fair to ourselves. If we want to continue to do this, we have to charge. And to me, it just motivates me to be better than I was yesterday. I'm in a development class right now. I just started one last week because I like to be pushed. I don't ever like to sit back and say, okay, I'm good enough. No. No matter how long you've been doing this, you can always learn. I always found, even when I was an air traffic control instructor, I would learn as much from the students as seasoned air traffic controllers because they got a fresh perspective and may see things differently than you do. And it's the same thing with mediumship. So seeing how different people work and just that, wow, I never thought of that. Case in point, again, I'll shut up real quick. But when I was in my first class and I remember channeling my first, spirit in class, and I said to my teacher, I'm like, well, they're not saying anything. And she's like, well, did you ask them anything? I'm like, you can talk to them? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. So I was like, cool. So, I mean, again, it's constantly learning. Okay.
Yeah. And we all have bills to pay too. We have to pay for a roof over our head, whether it's rent or a mortgage, for food, all of that too. And it's like, I'm pretty sure we can be better mediums if we're not homeless and starving. So
yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
It does help.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not do that. God, my goodness. I mean, we're really just trying to help people, and we just have to make sure that we're okay too. And that's the self-care thing. And it's not because we're being greedy. It's not, my goodness, no. It's literally, we can help you more. We just have to make sure we're okay too. That's it. People go a lot of times like, oh, I wish I could go to more events. Well, we have to be able to do more events. I wish I could come see you more. Well, we could give people more and more and more. We just have to make sure we're taking care of I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but we just have to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. And I don't think there needs to be like shame in that. I know that maybe sounds a little blunt, like, oh, isn't that simplistic? It's like, no, it's just, I don't know. It's as simple as that. We care about you.
Yeah.
We're just,
Yeah. And we do a lot of things, you know, like of donating our time. Like if we're in a mediumship demonstration for a spiritualist church, where we're donating our time and all of those. So there's a lot of opportunities people have, like coming on these shows to receive something that they're not paying full price for or at all for too. So we tend to be very giving of our time in a lot of different areas. And, you know, like with my Sunday service, we always give to charities and things like that too. So we find ways. And I've also found that if we don't value ourselves, other people aren't going to value us either. So I know that I give 150, 200% for what I charge, you know, but also like, if I undervalued myself, I would put that energy out too. And people might think I wasn't that good just because of that. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Too. So we have to think about that.
And unfortunately,
is
we
the
do.
thing.
People judge mediums by what they charge. I didn't understand that at first.
Yeah. Oh,
And I'm
they're
like,
only
what do you
charging
mean?
that. They must not be that good.
Exactly.
You know, like,
Yeah. It's an interesting journey, to say the least.
yeah.
To say the least.
It is. I do think that's very strange, but that's what people think because everyone has belief systems around money. So they go, oh, that person, you know, must be worth that amount, or that their work must represent that. And it's not that at all. No, it's not. It's just there's certain reasons why people charge. There's beginners that charge more than we charge, you know, and because they just feel like that's the right number for them for whatever reason.
Mhm.
I was gonna say something, but it flew out of my brain.
We're all in that. We're all over the place.
We're in an altered state, so we're gonna like wee.
But yeah.
It's a fun place to be. We just can't be there all the time.
It got more mushy, you know, when we all got
Rudy.
together.
And like you were
Yeah.
saying, Jennifer, about you know, donating time. I'll tell you right now, I do more free readings than I do paid. I mean, I do. I mean, the shows that we do readings for people all the time on these shows.
Yeah.
And
we do a lot of things for free.
yeah. So yeah. So I guess we could move on to a different topic. I just wanted to bring it up because it was on my mind last week.
Yeah.
And Jennifer and I
say
talked.
something helpful, but it's gone. So
Yeah, it's yeah.
Spirit Spirit's okay with us, I guess. However,
Yeah,
our
Carrie
brains work.
says, plus we all have expenses too. So one of the things that I implemented a couple of years ago, and that I'm still doing, I don't know, it's actually been quite a few years ago, was what I call tip readings. And so what that is as I receive a tip, I track it. And when there is enough to pay for a reading, to pay for, you know, what I value my reading at, I will, I just kind of keep track of them, right? And I will donate one to somebody that I know may not have the funds to get one, but could benefit from one. I don't ever announce that I have them. I just kind of know, and I will do those readings. So that's something I've done as well. So we do give back a lot, a ton.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot
Kelly,
more than people may know.
Way to keep that thing off my face. It's really, it's like,
I know. Okay.
You want to try switching the picture so that Jen and Mike.
There is a way, but you have to exit the studio, Jennifer, and I think I can do it. I tried without you.
I think it's just not that it's solid. It's on and off.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
I'm just highlighting the incoming comments. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's kind of making me.
I don't blame you. I know. I was trying to stop for a little bit because I did notice. We'll prioritize on the chat feed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For sure. And then let's see, when Jennifer comes in, maybe we'll have a little bit more flexibility, unless it's still giving you that feeling. Something I guess that comes up, I think it's silly, but it's something to talk about. I don't know how important. I feel like it's not important to talk about, but it is important to talk about. I've done free readings, or I've done heavily discounted readings, and some of them at times I was like, "Well, that's like one of my best readings ever," and I feel like they're like, "Well, thanks so much. Like you just gave me all your time," and then
Yeah.
it's just really weird. There's
Yeah.
the gratitude is very, very askew, and I'm just like, "Whoa, don't they know that was like really hard to do?" And I was like really happy that they got that much. And I felt like,
Well, the value isn't there, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
them, because there was no energy exchange. I have noticed that with some,
There
which
you
is
go.
why I bank mine until I am certain, right? It's why I don't until I'm certain that that person is the person. But yeah, there is something weird when that with that lopsided energy exchange.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I think that's a perfect way to say it, because this is really right energy work. And it's weird because we want to give, but when we give, it almost doesn't work the same way, even though part of us knows that so much was given. I think people are more conscious too when they show up, and they're ready to receive, because sometimes even the receiver, their brain gets blown out and they're just like, "Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing." And it's like they forget when they leave what you've even told them, because it's such like, "Wow, that was so much." I've had people that they need to sit with themselves to remember what the session represented and was. And if it was a free service, you're just like, "Wow, that was a great experience." And you're not going to give it that same space. And it might be beautiful.
Kelly, Jennifer needs the link.
She's locked out.
Oh, that's right.
Yvonne, I see your comments on there. She says it's 1:40 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
I just wanted to acknowledge that I did see you hop on, and I love your name. I've only seen it spelled. I've only seen that name one other time. So it's beautiful. Thank you for joining us.
Exactly, Carrie. I've had that happen as well.
Yes. Again, there's no investment on their side.
And it's again, this is stuff that doesn't get talked about, but it's amongst mediums. I was warned early on. They're like, "You need to start charging," and I did, and it was so low. And they're like, "You need to charge more." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Again, this is what happens." But people don't show up. People don't show up on time. If they do show up, they're not ready. So after a while, that gets very frustrating, because we come very prepared. We're ready for the session. We expect the same from the client. You're paying for a reading. And it's like, I had to learn the hard way of why, again, it's with the charging, that you have to make it a certain point to where people are actually have something invested in it, or they don't come prepared. Not everybody. I'm not saying a flat paintbrush, this is everybody, but it does happen. So again, it's just lessons learned as we go on.
Michael, I'm going to switch the order around really quick. So just heads up. I'm going to make sure Jennifer's at the top.
Kat, I see your comment there, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you very much. And I love you too. She says, "Jennifer giving me a lot of energy when we first met. It was so strong and it stayed that way, and I love her for it."
Is it okay if we put the comments on the bottom again, or is it still a bit much? You let me know. I put you at the top.
I'm fine. I don't mind.
I'm just hidden behind the other comments here, but that's okay. They can see me if I sit to the right.
How about Jennifer Lee? Is this okay if I move this a bit, or should we just focus on the side comments?
Let's do the side comments.
Okay, there we go. I'm just making sure.
These other ones here, can they go away?
No one can see what each other is saying then, because remember, all the streams are separate.
Gotcha.
And that's why we bring them up.
Okay.
Okay.
So some people are on the same stream, and some people. Here, how about let me see if I can switch one more time.
Tobin, those comments, they're coming in. You're absolutely in the right place. Kelly is just pinning them and pulling them over.
Yep.
So yeah, we can.
I wish I could change my position, but here we go. I think. Are you okay with this?
We're good. We're good.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry a bunch of times. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you for having us on.
Oh, we have to thank tonight's sponsor.
Victoria's Secret. He's never going to let me and Nancy live that one down. We're talking about our lingerie purchases.
What was the other place? Apparently there was another place.
Kelly, Nancy was asking if Fredericks of Hollywood was still around. It's not. It's not. So we're limited to Victoria's Secret or the boutiques. And poor Michael was on with us, and he was just like,
I just didn't know what to say or what I should say, so I just kept my mouth shut. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now.
oh my God. That was so funny.
All right.
I'm gonna let you two tell me which comments you want me to put up on screen.
Oh, we can just roll with it. Yeah. I don't know. How does everybody feel about doing some card readings? Just some quick little messages?
Absolutely. People are saying thank you. So I'm just going to put up a couple thank yous so you can see and feel the love.
Well, thank you, everybody. And thank you for being here. This is a very impromptu show, regardless. Jennifer and I usually don't have a topic, so we just kind of go with it. But again, what Kelly and Jennifer were talking about before was interesting, and there was a lot of people that were interested in the topic, so we figured let's continue it. But yeah, it's about taking care of yourself. You know, it really is. Don't ever feel selfish about that. Never. It's not a bad thing to put yourself first. So, all right. I'm going to pull a card for somebody. And actually, Jennifer McCormick, I was shuffling the card and I saw that and this card popped out. So this one's for you. So Jennifer McCormick, enjoy the journey. And yes, it has the authors, you know, they're saying on here. I will read it, but I kind of want to add to it. So it's just saying embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. But what I really feel I need to add to that is just living in the moment. And that comes up a lot because I think it gets lost on us. We're always wondering what's going to happen tomorrow or what's going to happen later on tonight, whatever. We forget to just stay in the moment. And, you know, stress is when you're thinking about the future. Regret is when you're thinking about the past. So it's really, it is a good practice. And I continue to try to be mindful of just being in the moment, you know, and just appreciating what's in front of me right now. I'll share something. We have a spare bedroom in here in our house, actually two. And I was standing in it the other night and I was just looking at it. And all I could think of was there are people that would just give anything to be able to have this, that have a bed, have their own room. And I just sat there for a second, just thinking about just being grateful that we have what we have. So it's just being in the moment and just really being grateful for what you do have. So that's my message.
Gratitude, deep gratitude.
Yes.
And she says it resonates.
Good, Jennifer. There's a lot of Jennifers around tonight.
There's a lot.
I feel like there's always a lot of Jennifers around, right?
Yeah, when I was a kid, we had to have a Jen and a Jenny and a Jennifer, and yeah, it was all different variations of our name.
There's a lot of Jennifers.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
All right. So who wants to go next?
Melissa, I wanted to ask Melissa, is your mother in spirit? Every time I read your comment, I feel a mother energy around. And I know that you mentioned that you had just had a birthday. So we'll wait for Melissa and then I'll It's
Hello,
not.
Jackie.
Melissa, correct.
Jackie's got my mug. Yes. So Jackie is my boss's wife. And she bought each of the controllers a personalized mug for Christmas. And they
Nice.
are awesome.
Shout out for the mug. I'm just, let me find her again. It's Melissa
Your
Baker.
grandmother is okay. Would your grandmother have raised you? That would be important because I really feel like, or you would have spent a whole lot of time with her. She would have had a big part in raising you, in growing up, because she really comes through with motherly energy. This woman here. So I want to, okay, she was your mother figure. Thank you. So just know, I'm not going to go really deep into a reading, just time wise, and because there's 4 of us, but her energy was around every single time that I would see your name. So there's also there's a pink, I feel like it's a rose, and I'm seeing something really interesting right now. It's do you guys all remember the Avon things that, there's a collection, and it's, okay, you lived with her in your teen years. Okay, thank you. There's some kind of Avon collection. I don't know the name of it, but it has a little teacup that sits in it's not a teacup, you guys, help me out. You know the Avon cologne collections? Oh my word, I'm seeing it so clearly, and I believe that this one is red. I don't know if, I'm just going to leave that with you, Melissa, and see if you understand that. I can see the little bottles that come with it.
I can't help you with perfume, sorry.
I'm just seeing those bottles. I'm seeing gross. So I'm going to leave that with you, Melissa, and a happy birthday. Happy birthday from Nana to you. I'm also going to draw a card for you. I'm drawn to, I think I'm going to go with the angels.
Can I just throw something to Melissa?
Yeah.
Melissa, I keep getting
Thank
this.
you, Melissa.
Would you understand a marshmallow dessert that your grandmother would make? I keep seeing this dessert every time I see your name. I feel I need to talk about this marshmallow dessert.
Melissa, please keep an eye out for the pink rose, because I can see it. Ooh, there's your card. I can see the rose as clearly as can be. So that may be a sign that's coming to you. And we'll wait and see her answer. What did you say, Michael? Marshmallow dessert?
I keep seeing this marshmallow dessert, so I needed to just say it. So if it fits, good. If it doesn't, she says angels are her favorite.
Okay, so the card that I drew for you was endurance. And this talks about patience being a virtue and trusting the journey. It's talking about cultivating endurance, cultivating resilience. So your Nana and the angels are just reminding you to just have some patience, to keep going forward. I know none of us like the word patience, but I'm really just keep on going to the word. I just keep on going to the word patience. So the right outcome will come along for you. Okay, so it's just telling you, persevere and really trust the journey. So happy birthday to you, Melissa, from me and from Nana, and thank you for being open for that. And I do have to tell you, boys, she has a really cool energy, because as soon as I read your name, she was here, and that was one thing about her. Please let her know that she's making me feel like she was always there for you, and she says that she still is. So please just take that. And I'll leave that with you for me. Michael's laughing.
I'm laughing because I don't know, Melissa. Your grandmother feels like she had a mouth on her.
Yeah,
I swear to put it that way, but she's
very,
like,
yeah, she's very.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yes. I can feel that inner energy. She just comes right in. So happy birthday to you, Melissa. Thank you for being here.
And this infectious laugh. I'll just leave it at that. But I'm just hearing this, like she had a mouth on her, and I just hear this laugh. I don't know. Well, I'll leave you with that.
I was getting like the little marshmallow on top of the desserts, like in that there were squares, and then did she, if I may ask, did she also like to bake or decorate with these little small candy canes? It could be like multiple candy canes around the house, sure, but like these little small little candy canes she put in her baking too as well, if you could understand that. And then I feel like there's way more to this message than I'm getting. So if you're getting something, anyone additionally, but she was talking about how the other side is so different from here. And so it's going into what they were saying, like she had a mouth on her, she was a little rough around the edges sometimes, like, she just, she lived life, and she um how can I put it? No one could kind of like pull the wool over her eyes because she had lived life. So she's talking about the other side is very different because of that. She had a candy cane dish every Christmas.
Yes.
Cool. Can you understand that there was some type of baking dish with it? I could be getting it completely wrong, but candy canes are very important to her. Okay, we'll take that. Yeah, so I do think there's a deeper message. Forgive me. I'm just gonna put it out there. I could be wrong. I feel like that's a reference to her personality, but also if she was sick right before she passed.
Melissa says we called her spicy.
We called her spicy. We called her spicy.
Okay, because that's like the mouth thing, the language. Yes.
Yes. I'm not sure about the sickness before she passed. That's not my forte always to bring that up, but she's just aware of it so much different over here. She's like, it's way lighter. I'd have never expected it. Life is totally different. So she's like telling you to believe. And she's like, I can be an angel. Look at that. She makes me laugh. Anyway, if anyone else wants to get anything, okay, dementia. See, I'm not sure what the sickness connection was, but you can take for dementia. Thank you for understanding. I wasn't sure about that, but thank you. Just wanted to bring in an initial message. Thank you so much with your grandmother.
So who wants to go next? Jennifer or Kelly?
I say I just went.
Jennifer Rose, Jennifer.
Oh,
Let me see. There, Jennifer.
I'm going to call Jennifer Rose JR and Jennifer Lee JL.
Okay, that works. That's like Michael and Michael. I know. Let me see. Who I'm drawn to.
She rang her bell on her Christmas tree. That's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. That's amazing. Got a little moth flying around here.
You're welcome, Melissa.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Jennifer, I can take one if
you. I'm not drawing anybody yet, so I'm just working. So why don't you go? I need also 10 seconds to turn my heat off. So I'll let you go next, Kelly, and then I will go after you.
Jennifer and I, we're getting our batteries charged this year still.
Yeah.
No pressure. No pressure.
I was going to ask if anyone has like a wellness or a self-care question, like that would be up my alley, or would be interested in a little mini kind of like psychic healing health thing too. I could do also. But I need to turn my heat down because I'm roasting over here. So I'll be back in.
Okay. I'm going to go to Jess then, 1199. That's who jumped out to me, Jess 1199. If you have a question, Jess, let me know. If not, I'm just going to go general and just like feel into what I'm feeling with you. Okay, so hello. Hi. Hello. Okay. So what I'm getting I like to read colors sometimes, so I'm seeing like a lot of color around you. So I'm gonna like talk about general's awesome. Okay, thank you so much. So I'm getting a lot of warm colors with you that are jumping out first, like oranges and reds even, and yellows. And this is letting me know that like you're somebody who very much loves helping others, if you can understand this. And it's kind of like all your life, whether it's been received well or not, you've kind of been enthusiastic, sometimes overtly enthusiastic, to want to do something for other people. So like some people are like, whoa, that's too much energy, but you've always like truly wanted to help. So it's been within your heart. So you are a natural healer. I want to say that you are a natural healer, because the orange comes out really strong and it like showcases a unique personality, like quirkiness, but a natural healer. If you can understand this, and I just want to make sure I'm with your energy properly, Jess. So you can just let me know if you can understand this. I feel like that goes into love of nature too. And I feel like you've studied like natural remedies, if you can understand this too as well. I don't feel like this is something that, let's say, you want to do for a living, but you basically sometimes get like message. I'm gonna say like downloads, messages from spirits and you spirit, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna look into this because I think it can help. You just like, as a healer, you naturally find all these different ways to help others with these downloads, various downloads of life. Jess, I resonate with this, love nature, and always going the extra mile to help others. Thank you. I feel I hope I'm not influenced by your picture, but all of a sudden, like I see you holding a fish. So sometimes I overthink things. I'm like, oh, you're outside by water. But love of nature, got it. I don't know if you love fishing, but I'm just seeing a fish all of a sudden. I do feel like a strong connection to trees, and healing from, I'm just talking about healing so much with you, healing from trees and finding peace within the trees. And like, have you ever had experiences where you've heard like trees singing, or you've heard the wind singing? Because I feel like you have a natural affinity to talk to plants even, or you've had experience with plants. I don't have that gift, but I know other people do. When they're in touch with nature, they have a special connection with like having a green thumb, or hearing things of the forest. I have a pet fish and just spent a week in Finland among the trees. Thank you. Can you understand if you've had any special experiences out there? But you're natural. You're natural in that environment around the trees. You're natural with nature. So this is kind of me just affirming that. And as I say that, I just see like this silver wind with a sparkle. I don't know what that is. That could be the intelligence of the trees. That could be the intelligence of you with animals and nature. But there's a specialness that you want to go back to. I also am taken to chapstick. I know that sounds really funny, but have you been like needing more chapstick lately? Because I feel like I'm out in nature and my lips are chapped. And it's taken me, because we're talking about health today, it's taken me to the need for like electrolytes and water, and having better water to nourish your body, to make sure you're more grounded out in nature so you can stay out longer within nature. I also feel like different shoes are needed. The shoes that you have are a little bit too tight, or they're not the right fit. So it's like, how can we get you out in nature more?
Interesting, Kelly. Sorry, because I was feeling as you were talking to him something in the hip or the leg. So it's interesting you would say shoes. Maybe those are.
They could be related, absolutely. Because I just feel like something's not getting supported properly.
Yeah, in the hip.
Come on in, Jennifer. If you're getting something, please.
No,
come on
I
in.
was just curious when you said the shoes. I thought, well, if that's not a proper fit, right, that can affect that. So I just found that interesting. It's all like.
That can lead to that. Absolutely. Let us know. Please let us know, Jess. The Northern Lights came on through an extraordinary way, and I talk to trees. Don't tell anyone. That's really cool. That's super cool. I want what you have, Jess. That's super cool. And okay, maybe that's what that special sparkle was. Beautiful. I let us know about the leg, and let us know about the shoes and support thing. But I just feel like I need better equipment. Don't be afraid to splurge on it. Like, your heart gets to sing more. You are worth it. We're talking about self-care. That's really important. And I just think like you need some additional things within your water to help give you some energy and some more, I guess, sustenance. I could continue to go on. But I guess something that came up right in the beginning of and I'll kind of end on this unless somebody wants to further, but something that came up right in the beginning, because you like had so much orange around you, you had red, and red is about like leadership, entrepreneurship, doing something, standing out from the crowd. Like, so really trust your instincts and don't be afraid to try something unique or different, because you will certainly help others, and the red makes sure that that gets done for sure. So be brave. So I'm just going to say it like that. I need to add some support to my hiking shoes. Ah, that makes sense. I think I said that. I don't know if, did I say that? I don't even know if I said that. That's what it felt like. And for the hip, it tends to be sore after running. Yeah, you need some support. The heel's not right, or you need something additional in there. It just doesn't feel right. Anyway, thank you, Jess. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. Jess, I'll just throw this out there real quick. I kept hearing the name Jim and I felt dad. So I don't know if your dad's on the other side, but I kept hearing the name Jim.
Who's this for? Who's this
For
for?
Jess.
Oh,
if it's not connected with Jess, then I'll leave it there. I just kept hearing the name Jim and dad every time I looked at Jess. But again, if it is, that's just a quick hello. And then we can move on. Do you guys mind if we go a little over? I know you guys just did a show.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. We're coasting, having fun. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, so who's up next? I can't keep track.
I'll go. I think I'm gonna speak. So she's talking about having mold, fungus, and water damage and toxins in her home, and she's trying to clear this. So if are you still there, Angela? So I can talk a little bit about that too. That's not something I'm an expert in, but I know a lot of people who have been affected by that too, and it can be pretty. Having mold in your home can be a serious health concern. So it does sound like, okay, perfect. Does sound like you're doing what you need to do to remove all of that from your home, because I've just met people who've had a lot of like complications from that. As far as detoxification goes, and again, I'm not taking the place of a medical doctor. In anything I say, you should always check with your doctor to make sure that that's suitable for you, because everybody's systems are different. But when we're talking about detoxification, we're talking about like liver support, like spleen, like the organs that actually do the filtering for your body, if that makes sense too. So like one of the things that Kelly and I were talking about earlier was perfect. Thank you. I'm happy that you did that, and I do understand. And this may or may not be applicable for you too, but like when we're talking about liver support, like glutathione is something that like people use to detox their liver, say if they've been drinking a lot, if they have, if they're trying to like get that kind of thing out of the system. That's one extra use. It's considered kind of an off-label thing, but it's a natural substance, but it would be something you'd want to check with your doctor first before checking into too. But that is for that too. There's also another herb they make a lot of tea out of. Can you remember what it is, Kelly? That's good for the liver too. It's like dandelion. I think it's dandelion tea is like good for the liver too. I think it's dandelion too. Also, consider things like a lot of water is good for flushing out your system. Obviously, not too much water. A lot of people like to do like green drinks and things like that. So like juice bars that have like spinach and kale and cilantro and things like that, because those are all very like detoxification. Perfect. Thank you, Anja. So we are on the right track with that too.
Yes, with dandelion too. So
yeah. Oh, perfect. Okay, so look at all the things that you're doing already. So that's perfect. I know if you're feeling like your nervous system's telling you not to do it, I'm not sure. I'm wondering that sometimes we can have different voices in our head that tell us to do different things, that have opposing ideas for us, and that's just has to do with like the different parts of us, like from a psychological point of view too. So just take that into consideration, that sometimes we can have one part of us that wants to be in an experience and one part of us that doesn't, as just something to take into consideration for you, Angela. But I'm proud of you that you're doing all of this stuff already too. If you go overboard, that could potentially be too much. Some of the other things that people do consider, there's the infrared saunas. People use those for detoxification as well too. I like those as well because they can have like red light therapy combined with them. And I like the heat element too because it's like in my mind it will help keep me from getting sick. For instance, if I were exposed to something, I might want to do that because it will raise my body temperature up. But it also helps to increase circulation. So I was feeling like circulation is kind of an issue. And there was another person here who was talking about their health stuff too. And no shit. Just like, why I'm not understanding sharing my body. It was a bioscan. Sharing my body wasn't ready to detox. I work in the spiritual community, so I understand everything you were saying. Oh my god. I know, and that's kind of like what we were alluding to earlier in the last show, is that sometimes, like, why do we not do the thing? Now, you, in your case, you are doing a whole lot of things to help yourself, but sometimes why do we not? Why do we procrastinate on self-care? Because there's a part of us that is wanting that experience or doesn't think we're worth taking care of, and we might as well just take care of other people and not ourselves. And these go into belief systems that we formed way back too. So but just something, it's good that we're talking about. I'm glad you brought up the subject because there's things that people may not be aware that they can do and things like that too. Also, there's a consideration of things like heavy metals you can get tested for. They do blood tests and they do hair tests, but they can have very different results. So that's something to be considerate of also too. So it's like for you, because you have been exposed to mold, and again, I'm not a doctor, but because you have been exposed to mold for over a long period of time, you may need a really comprehensive approach. So it sounds like you're doing everything you can. And then it's just like, it's going to take some time to work with that too. Do you understand, Angela, that you get like sore joints? Because I get like drawn to my shoulders and I get drawn to my elbows and my knees. So I feel almost like some of this stuff has like presented itself like in your joints, if that makes sense. Okay. Perfect. Now, there are things you can do for certain heavy metals. Like, for instance, if people are really high in copper, they can take zinc because that's like the antagonist to it too. So there are things to do for that too. But again, you need to do your research and make sure you find what's good for you. But we don't want all of that stuff in your system because, again, they store in the joints, if that makes sense. Okay. Sore as fuck everywhere. Got you. Okay. Girl, have you tried like red light therapy or infrared saunas? Just something to consider, because those, I just feel circulation, like we need to circulate them out. Now, here's the kicker, and one of the reasons why you may be feeling like there's a lag in your nervous system is because when you detox, sometimes you feel worse. Because the stuff comes out of your system and then now your body's feeling it and it feel kind of sick and fluish and sluggish. So it may just need to be a little bit of a systematic, not all at once approach, if that makes sense too. Like we can be surprised at the stuff that gets in our system that we don't even know. But think about it that way, like you may just need to kind of space it out a little bit too. But I actually do feel like you can overcome this. I'm wanting to go to my head and my brain too. So I'm feeling like brain health is important, like gut and brain health. Like those are really important so that you have like a total system support, because there is a whole brain system to your gut. So that means having prebiotics. That means having probiotics. That means watching what you eat, like sensitivities. So like if you're sensitive to gluten, for example, too, then too much gluten is going to allow those toxins to get into your bloodstream faster because of the enzyme that it helps to produce. And so you may need to eliminate that or reduce that for a while or find better sources of it, if that makes sense too. So it's like that whole connection is there too. Okay, something to be considered, maybe look into it. Yeah, I know sometimes you know about detoxing too fast. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Angela, too. Well, you could probably come on the show and we could have the discussion together, because look how much you've learned through your experience, And so red light is not as intense as like the saunas are too, because you can go in there for like 10, 20 minutes and just stand, and they've just got the panels there that you can just stand in front of. So it's not quite as intense as the other one, but something to think about too. I'm also feeling like alkaline water is important for you as well too, to consider as well too. But I also get like the brain fog. So it's like we need to work on getting like mental clarity for you. Like that would be really help. And that's one of the things that you're wanting. You're just wanting to think straight. You're just like wanting to feel clear so that you can live your best life. If that makes sense. So that's what it feels like for you too. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm picking on. I feel like I've gone too long, so I just want to see if there's anything else too. Okay. Okay, here's a weird thing that I just got for you. They have these things, I've never tried them, but they put you in these floaty tanks of water, and it like takes out all of the other stimulus, and I don't even know what it's called, but I just got that for you. It's like there are these places you can go, and they put you into these like little tanks, and you're like floating in water, and you don't feel like any gravity or something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what that is? Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like, it takes all the, but there's something good about those. But for some reason, like that just popped in my head, and I would have never thought of that on my own. So
Actually, they're absolutely amazing. We have a place here that has the floating pods, and I love to do them.
do you know what it's called?
Oh,
He's
we
done
call
it.
them floating pods, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
deprivation, right? You can have music if you want, but you're
Yeah.
really floating
Okay.
on salt water. That's
There we
what
go. Okay. So everybody's talking about the floating tank. So see, there we go.
It's only just a couple of inches of water, but you just float.
Yeah.
It's really body temperature, so you're not too hot.
Yeah.
Or cold.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling.
Yeah. Okay. So that might be something to consider as well. Yeah. And then they're talking about the Epsom salts too, because that's another thing that sometimes people use to help detoxify, because of the magnesium in there as well too. It helps. So I hope that's helpful for you. So just some ideas, but you gave a gift to everybody by coming on and asking, because through your experience, everybody else is like getting exposed to things that they could try or do for themselves or look into for themselves as well too. So I appreciate that. I hope that was at least a little helpful. It sounds like you've already tried everything I said, so, except for the floaty tanks. So, all right. So, I'll leave you with that, Angela. Thank you. I appreciate you.
And hello, Angela. I know Angela.
I like the variants.
Oh, hell no. Hell to the no, sister.
Oh, to the no.
Water therapy. It's just, yeah, but some people, I've experienced this too. Have you, Jennifer, as well? Like, your sensory deprivation. So you see.
Oh,
like
in the float pods? Oh, absolutely. You know what? When I first saw them, I thought I would be, I thought I might be claustrophobic in them because I'm very claustrophobic, but I wasn't. You just lay in there, and there's no sound. It's completely dark. You're just in there with your thoughts floating. It's beautiful. I have had experiences in there. Yeah.
Sounds kind of embryonic.
It's so cool. Yeah. If you get an opportunity, you should try it.
Yeah, that does sound awesome.
It's amazing.
You're welcome, Angela. Thank you, love.
People are on board with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Where are we? I don't know. Should we just do like a collective and
We're wherever you and Jennifer want us to be.
Let's do a collective message.
all right.
I feel.
All right.
Okay, but just really quick, Rosa, are you still here? I'm so sorry. I see her comment.
Every time she's like, "Go ahead, Michael." Oh, wait a minute.
It's great. It's awesome.
Okay, but there's a parakeet. I keep seeing a parakeet. I don't know what's going on with this parakeet, but I'm drawn to Rosa whenever I see it. So I have to talk about the parakeet for just a minute. Sorry, Michael.
That's okay.
Like I can't just let this little guy. As soon as I told you to talk, here comes this little parakeet. No idea what's happening. Okay, so wait and see if Rosa is still around. Just to be clear, I don't feel that this parakeet is in spirit, but this parakeet appears to be a sign from a grandmother. Okay, there's Karina. See, I was going to Rosa. But I don't know, this parakeet, I was just to say, doesn't necessarily appear to be in spirit, what appears to be a sign from a grandmother in spirit. So I'm going to wait here for just a second and see if Rosa is still on, because I really headed that way with her.
There's Rosa. Rosa, come on in. Let me see. She's not here yet, but I
Okay, that's okay.
tapped her.
Michael, while we're waiting for her, you can do your message.
Are you sure?
Karina can take what you're saying, though.
Karina?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, I'll go forward with the message. I have a grandmother here. I kept seeing the parakeet first, the parakeet over and over and over. So she definitely had a love of parakeets, and parakeets are going to be a sign from her. I feel like when she passed, she actually left. Did she leave some living? I mean, did she have them as pets when she passed, Karina? That's what I'm feeling. Like there are still some parakeets that were hers at one point in time that are still around. No, she didn't. Okay. All right. So, but here's what I want to say to you. I want to watch for a sign. It's going to be a parakeet. I don't know. I can't say anything different because okay. Thank you. There is something about a parakeet that is living now. I do feel like you're going to come across that somehow, some way. That's going to be a sign from your grandmother. It's going to be a parakeet. It's so very, very clear with me. So just keep that in your awareness. And you love parakeets. One is coming your way. I'm going to leave that right there, Karina, and you're going to know. You're going to know when you see it. Okay. So that's just a quick hello from Grandma, and that's the sign that she's going to leave for you. All right, Michael, and thank you, Karina. Thank you for being here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Positive?
I'm positive. It's your turn now.
Now I'm feeling birds. Karina, I keep seeing a yellow parakeet, but it had a broken wing. I don't
Now
know.
you're seeing the bird.
What?
Now you're seeing the birds.
Now I'm seeing the bird. I have bird energy.
You're so welcome, Karina.
I just kept seeing this. And I don't know if his name was Petey. I keep seeing Petey.
And also, I know we just had, I know the last reading we did was a birthday, but a birthday is being referenced as well. Karina, do you understand? A birthday that would be on or around, it'd be very close to this time. I'm hearing the words happy birthday. She understands the parakeet with the wing.
Oh, okay. So that's your bird coming through.
That makes sense. She let them fly.
Oh, I can't wait until this parakeet comes around. It's going to be so cool.
I wonder about like your dad's
birthday. Is that what you're saying? It was your dad's birthday? Okay. Either way, I'm hearing happy birthday from grandmother as well. His mom, both on spirit side. Okay. So his birthday is being acknowledged. And I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to leave with that with you. And hey, when you see that parakeet, when you come across that parakeet, let us know. Hop back on and let us know. Because now I'm curious about it.
I'm curious about it too. I'm curious about it too.
I'm curious about how it's going to show up as a sign. Oh, your son's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Cool. All right. So just know I'm hearing the happy birthday. So it'll be a happy birthday for your son as well. Okay.
That's beautiful. Happy birthday to your son, Karina.
Yes.
I know her. Yeah.
Okay, Michael, now we're ready.
Now you can do your collective message.
I had to get the happy birthday. Sorry.
Before we do that, I got to acknowledge this guy that has been here the whole night. Again, I'm feeling like a dad. I'm hearing the name Jim, okay, but take that with a grain of salt. But he keeps showing me trout fishing. Like I am clearly seeing this man standing in a stream trout fishing. So I know that would have been one of his pastimes. He is making me feel that he would have passed in his 50s. and he's also making me feel cancer. I will just throw this out there that this is the person coming through. I'll leave a message as well. I feel he wants to acknowledge a daughter that's here in the living. And he's saying congratulations. And I feel it's related to a job. So he's saying congratulations about the job. I noticed, and he's saying happy birthday. And I feel it was a birthday here in January. So I will leave that out there. Maybe it'll land, but I had to acknowledge him.
We
All
got
right.
all the birthdays today.
What's that?
We got all the birthdays today.
Yeah, I keep seeing January 5th, but anyway. Okay. Let's see. Collective. Let me just see if anything comes to mind. It's weird. Interesting. I feel like I just need to roll right into this. Stop looking outside for answers that you already have. Yes, it's about your own intuition. Again, I just feel it's like we depend way too much on other people for guidance. Yes, I'm saying that as a medium, but it's true. We kind of negate our own intuition power. We give it away a lot too often. You already have the gut feeling. You already know the decision that needs to be made. So I think it's like, and it's weird because I'm showing for like this year, turn this into your practice going forward. Trust the instinct, trust your gut feeling. Ask yourself, has your gut ever lied to you? Has it ever put you in a place where you shouldn't be? No, we end up in that place because we didn't listen. So again, this is just a simple reminder, listen and trust the gut feeling. You already know the answers. And I will end it with that.
Beautiful.
Jenny says, Jen was telling me this a few times. Word for word.
Wow. A reminder.
Proper reminder. Exactly. Then maybe that wasn't a collective. Maybe that was for Jenny.
That was for Jenny.
It's probably for everybody. I could take it too.
I think we all can take that.
All right.
Oh, I want to add to that though. I just want to add to that about trusting our own gut. So I know Michael talked about something I was working on earlier, but I tend to be, I build in silence, right? I build in silence. And the reason that I do that is because I don't like to hear the outside noise. I trust my gut enough to know what I'm building, what I'm going forward with. And a lot of times, even when we share what we're doing, and maybe we're not looking for input. Maybe we're just being excited and we're sharing what we are doing. Inevitably, there becomes this outside noise and chatter and opinion that we have not asked for. And I feel like, at least for me, that can get in my head and that can make me second guess my own intuition, what I know. So that's the other thing that I just kind of want to add to that is trust your gut. I mean, obviously we're here because people come right to ask us questions. There is a time and a place. But really it is about trusting. It's about trusting your gut. It's about building what you're building in silence and not allowing all of the outside interference to come in. Trust it enough. Yes, building in silence is manifestation with no fuckery. Absolutely, 100%. I will not open my mouth until it is done. I'm pretty zip about it. There are very few people that will understand what I am building.
That's smart. Yeah, that's smart.
Helps the energy.
It really does. It really does. Because it's just my energy in there, right? It's just so. I like the way you put that. I'm going to remember that. Thank you, Angela.
Building in silence, no fuckery. Truth, hope.
Yes.
Truth and hope.
That's how I feel about the new year. Truth and hope. You know, a lot of that's coming forward within ourselves and rightfully so, this hope. I think a lot of good things are going to happen. So it's just simple, but I wanted to add that.
Jenny, I can tell you the answer to that. Well, I mean, you have to really pay attention, but generally your mind is going to flip flop. Your mind is going to go back and forth. Your mind is going to worst case scenario. Your mind is going to what if things to death. It's going to be a very emotional response where your gut tends to be very steady and very consistent in what it is saying. So that's how you can tell the difference.
Shift your awareness to your gut and ask the
Yes.
question.
Yes.
And if you're not sure, like me, I went years pretending I knew what that meant when I didn't. It's like if I tell you right now to put your awareness in the palm of your hand, you shifted the awareness to your palm of your hand.
Right.
So shift your awareness to your gut, right? That's the second brain, if you will. Your gut will never lie. You're going to feel, I mean, before you even have a chance to even think the question, you're going to feel the answer in your gut because it knows what's coming. That's your soul. And it's very in your face. There's no the ambiguous. I can't talk tonight. Help me out.
Ambiguity, ambiguity, ambiguity.
Ah, hey.
The English. I'm an English person, and I was struggling.
Woo. All right.
God.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's how you know.
Yeah.
There is no
ambiguity.
Like, yeah, there's no gray area with it's like it's in your face. It's there. That's how you know. Tell your mind to go F off for a few minutes and then ask your gut.
And then try again, Jenny.
Can I just say a little something on that too?
Absolutely.
Sure. I think that's something you have to kind of have some experiences in, and you have a series of moments that go, oh, that's what that is. And then you have to start trusting those moments. And a big one for me was like one of my really good friends. So naturally you want to look out for your good friends. This is a long time ago, but they started dating somebody and they actually introduced them to the entire family. So it was like kind of a big deal. And then I was a part of that dinner as well, because I was so close to that family. And the person that they were dating, they were on their best behavior. They were super nice. And I'm just like, I don't like this person. Why? I just don't like this person. And even afterwards, their dad asked me like, so what did you think about so-and-so? And I'm just like, oh yeah, they're nice. And as I said that, because it was true, I thought they were nice. I'm like, as I say it, it just feels like I'm lying as I say that, but I can't just say the other thing because I have no proof of the other thing. I'm just going to piss people off and everyone's going to get really uncomfortable. So then later on, they weren't like horrible, but I was just like, oh yeah, they did a series of things where, yes, they suck. Congratulations. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? So there's a reason for it. And so your little tickers go off and then you go, oh, that's what that is. Great. I have all this evidence that tells me I should be thinking this, but then something tells me the exact opposite and you start to understand what that feels like. So that was a big one for me. I was like, oh, okay. All right. I should listen to that.
Definitely.
All right.
Anyone has a story.
Hey,
story.
Oh.
What?
I was just going to say, are we done?
I think so. I think we're going to.
Did you want me to say anything?
Oh, yes. See?
Oh, no.
Yes. What Jenny's saying, I understand what Jenny's saying too, because we can have sometimes from a psychological frame, like different parts of us that want different things, and we can have parts of us that sabotage by creating all kinds of stories in our heads too. And so that is something to be mindful of. And that's why sometimes by putting your awareness literally in your gut, you're also grounding your energy. And so you're getting into where now, instead of like the sort of survival instinct in you telling you what to do, you now have your higher mind also helping you tell what to do too. And also by like trusting yourself, because we can put give a lot of our power away to even guides or angels or God or whatever too. And it's like, they're there to help, but not to tell us how to live our lives or not to give us all of the answers or for us to become totally dependent on them. Not what isn't their purpose is to disempower us, but to empower us, if that makes sense too. And when you first talked about collective message, and hopefully I don't sound all over the place, I was just kind of getting like, don't be afraid to feel your feelings. They're not going to kill you. They're kind of like little children that just need to be felt and witnessed and heard and listened to and held in a beautiful way. And then after that, I pulled the card, the deep child within, too. So that kind of helped to confirm what I was getting there too. And the hard part is we've learned from childhood to think feelings are bad or wrong or scary, and literally the mind can think it's going to be annihilated if it feels something because it feels so painful. But if you can tell yourself, I'm not going to die by feeling sad or by feeling scared or by feeling even angry, you have permission to be angry. You just don't have permission to hurt somebody with your anger, right? But it's okay to be it's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel all of the intense feelings. That and your nervous system will learn to adapt to them, and your nervous system will learn to process them and allow them to move, and then you feel better afterwards, so they don't keep chasing you too. So make peace with your feelings and just think of them as like little kids that need your love, and that's what that does is it helps to integrate all of the kind of different parts and personas that we have in us. And when you have that, it makes it a lot easier to trust your gut, a lot easier to trust your intuition, because you have a stronger sense of self, a more grounded sense of self. So it is kind of a process too, because I know how hard that can be. So it's kind of like we're all saying the same thing and adding little parts and tying it all together in a little package and putting a bow on it. So I will leave you with that, and hopefully, it's a new year. We can all like find ways to make it the best one for us, for all of us too.
Yes.
It's important.
And I don't know if you caught what Jenny gave an example before, but it was like I can put on screen, but it was a really sad occurrence where her intuition told her something and she found out a version of that was true. So I'm so sorry to hear that, Jenny.
Yeah,
that's rough. That is your intuition at play. That's your gut.
Yeah. And sometimes we learn, because there's so many layers to this. We could talk about this for an hour. It's like we learn to override our feelings. We learn to override all of that too, because we're trying to like be nice. And so sometimes we're trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, or we're trying to analyze something. We're trying to do all of these things ever. And it's really hard too. And so it's like we work on that too. And then we also have to understand the stories that are playing out in our heads, and be careful with the stories, because they can make us take actions that we might regret as well too. So it's just like common sense would be like, don't get an elevator with a stranger at night kind of thing, right? But we're nice. So we're like, oh, that's not going to happen. I'm sure that person's perfectly nice. You know what I mean? And so just like the common sense things can even be hard for us. So it's just like things just to be mindful of. But the more we continue with a little bit of self-development and improvement every day, like your life gets better and better, because it incrementally adds up. It really does. You can have the most amazing life. Even if things aren't going perfectly, you can be happy and healthy. So,
Amen. Sister.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
All right. Well, this was fun and unexpected. I hope everybody got something out of the show this evening. We definitely appreciate you being here. I think, we'll be back next week.
Next week, yes.
Hey, we're going to do something we don't ever do. We're going to keep the same day and same time. 2 weeks in a row.
Are you sure?
Maybe we'll do it just to make Kelly a little nutty.
Well, pistachios are great, so
we'll be consistent just to throw everybody off.
That's right. New year, we're going to be consistent this year. We're going to be on. We're going to be on it. We're going to have a topic. There will be no improvise. I just got to go to bed.
I know, we're all tired, guys. We're all tired. It's only January 9th, and we're not recovered from the holidays yet. So thanks for giving us some grace.
Oh my God. A lot of you know I was an air traffic controller. The other morning, I had barely had a cup of coffee, and I'm reading clearances to these 2 planes, and I'm like slurring my speech, and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to think I'm drunk. I was just like, it doesn't help that I still have this false tooth. I'm getting my permanent next week. So that doesn't help matters, because I got to really be careful and enunciate. I was like, oh God, they're going to think I'm drinking up here, hammered first thing in the morning. Yeah, it's been a week.
You're getting your new tooth. That's great.
I am. My new tooth.
All I want for Christmas is
Thanks for having us on, Jen and Michael.
This was,
yes,
this was fun.
please.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Please.
So thank you to everybody who tuned in and listened to us for the last hour and a half.
I said please. I meant to say thank you.
See, it's a thing, right?
We were not drinking before the show.
Yes. And Jennifer's frozen. Oh, she's back. Okay.
Has anybody seen Anchorman, the movie?
Parts of
A long time ago.
When Will Ferrell just reads off the teleprompter and he's like, all right, thank you, everybody, and go fuck yourself, San Diego. No, like, for the love of God, we told you. Ron will read everything on the teleprompter.
we love all regions of the United States, should we say, or do we not? What are
That's
we?
Anchorman. I'm quoting Anchorman. That's not me telling San Diego to go F themselves.
Thank you.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Kelly's going to try to multitask now and end the show.
I know. I had a moment. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm supposed to
Hey, we'll just do the freeze.
Should I? Yeah? Freeze?
No.